Between about 15, I reckon, around 15. It was probably just hockey-based stuff and extra running, and then there was gym on top of that. Some weeks it was more, some weeks it was less. Yeah, so gym's a big thing, but also sports nutrition. So making sure you're eating the correct things, hydrating well, all those kind of things are huge factors for especially recovering after a training session. If you don't do those things, your body's not going to recover sufficiently enough, and yeah, that's when injuries creep in. So really important that my nutrition's really good. After I've had a heavy session, so I make sure I get in my my electrolytes straight away, which is just a basic sports drink, and then making sure I'm getting the right foods in within 2 hours after finishing. So good protein, good carbs, yeah, just the things that a sporter needs. Because if you miss out on those and you're not hydrated, then you just go to sleep. The next morning you're going to have muscle pain because you haven't had the good food. When I was a bit younger, I wasn't too interested. I was interested in hockey, but I was just interested in all sports. So I was interested. I played a lot of cricket as well when I was younger. But then when I really started getting hockey, you probably don't even know who this is, but there's a guy called Umesh Parag. He's a fella from New Zealand, and he was really inspirational for me growing up, and I looked up to him and wanted to be just like him. When I was up until I was about 15, I was playing as a midfielder, and then a coach came up to me and he said that you're probably not going to get selected for New Zealand as a midfielder, so we need to get you out the front to play a striker. So I thought that was fine, so I knew that I had to work on my goal scoring. So that's when I spent hours and hours down the pitch by myself, hitting hundreds and hundreds of balls from all types of positions at the goal. And yeah, and then I think it just comes automatic. When you're in the game, you've hit so many from that spot, you just receive it and you know what you have to do. I think repetitive stuff like that's really beneficial for yeah, especially goal scoring or any skill. I think certainly you have to be dedicated. You can't just do it every so often and then commit to it. You have to be dedicated. But two of the biggest things, I think you've got to be a good athlete, so you have to be fit and fast to be a hockey player if you want to be a good hockey player. If you're not fit and fast, yeah, you're really gonna struggle at the top level. And for an actual skill, I think receiving the ball really well is a really good thing, because if you can't receive the ball well, yeah, it's pretty tough to play this game. Good? All right, yep, thank you. No worries.